Katya with Philadelphia Tribune. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Great.
Good. Hello.
Hi.
I think this is such a smart idea because finding Mr. Because a lot of people think that being, as you would say, Jonathan, a Hallmark hunk is just about being good looking, which is not true because we, the audience, have to be willing to buy in and go on this quote unquote fairy tale with you. And there are standards and things that we are used to that you have to
Mhm.
measure up to. So I'm going to ask you, Dayton, did you understand that process of it when you went into the audition, so to say? Did
Yeah,
you understand
Dayton.
that there's like,
Um,
we
It's
have,
Daxton.
I'm
it's
sorry,
Da-
Daxton.
They probably misprinted it. It's
it's
okay.
Daxton.
Daxton,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Daxton. My
Um,
apologies.
No
Did
no,
worries.
you
you're fine.
get that?
It happens all the time.
You're not the first, don't worry, and you won't be the last. Going into it, knowing, I'm sorry, can you just repeat the question one more
Okay,
time?
did you understand like it's more than just, obviously it helps to be good looking, like we're coming for the whole package, but we
Yeah.
also have to buy in as viewers. Like the
Yeah.
aunts
Mhm.
want what they want and they have an expectation. And you
Mhm.
got to kind of like understand that that's part of it, being likable, us
Mhm.
wanting to be lost in this romance, this living romance novel.
Yeah.
Were you
So,
aware of that?
yeah, so I knew coming in I was probably going to be around nine very, very attractive other guys. And so like what makes me different? What makes me special? What makes me funny? Who am I? Because that's what people will fall in love with. And so I knew coming in that I was like, all right, Dax, like I think I'm an attractive man, but I'm gonna be around like that's only one thing, like you said. So like what makes me special? And I think I find it. So
I
yeah.
think he does find it. You're gonna have to watch the show to find out how he finds it, but
Yes.
there's a good find in there.
Yeah, and for the other Jonathan, um, also, there is like one of my biggest requests is when is the holiday movie guide coming out, right? And I'm very like, can we get to Halloween, right? Because there is an audience of women that loves this. Some of them a little bit old, more mature. It's their little wind down. The kids are in bed, and we're tuning in to go on our fairy tale ride. How much are you aware of this fan base, this phenomenon that is, that likes to have their holiday movies? They want the whole situation. Were you aware of it, or did you learn that through the process?
I definitely learned some things through the process, but one thing that was undeniably true was that I have watched Hallmark movies since I was a kid. They might not label everything like Hallmark, 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 but I think that's what makes a movie special too, is you always understand the feel. And you're gonna see that in these competitions, right? The feel of the competition, the way they set it up.
Mhm.
It was like, man, we're in a Hallmark movie all the time.
Mhm.
And we were able to execute in that. And so in a way, yes and no is my answer.
Now, for you, Jonathan, you're the veteran. And I think also, especially with the episode that I saw, you were like, you have to be willing to do silly things. You have to be willing not to take yourself as serious because that is also part of the journey why we tune
Yeah.
in. Why was that important for you to be able to see them get out of their comfort zone?
Such a great question. Yeah, you look at what makes a Hallmark leading man. Why do we come to the channel? Why do we keep watching them? Well, they've got to be funny. They've got to have a great sense of humor. They've got to have a great heart. They've got to be kind, and they've got to have a really sharp wit because we want to laugh when we watch these movies. And we're making Hallmark Christmas movies. We're not curing cancer, right? So there's a lightness to what we do. We do it for the fun and we do it for the joy, and that's what these movies do, is they bring fun and joy to people. So when we designed the competition and I was designing the challenges, we wanted to make sure that these guys would do whatever it takes to get a laugh, to make a fool of themselves, to get uncomfortable, get comfortable in the uncomfortable, to be vulnerable, because that's what we have to do as actors. In these scenes, we have to show our heart, we have to show our love, we have to show our, different parts of like romance, but we also have to be funny. And like I've done so many silly things in movies, from get covered in foam and hit with, punching bag sticks, to roll down a hill, to fall off the back of a car. Like you have to be willing to like go there and get the joke and make the joke land to make the audience laugh, because that's what we're making. We're making rom-coms. The romance is important, but the comedy is just as important.
Absolutely. Well, again, brilliant idea. I can't find out who takes it all. And, thank you again for your time.
Thank you.